and then remove 10% if you're a tourist like me. But this is where the magic happens in this outlet store. A few months ago, we received a comment in regards to the Seiko Alpinist. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back in our channel, Mad Corner here. And for this episode, we are still roaming around Mitsui Outlet Park, Yokohama Bayside. For the past year, our content starting to be associated with a certain brand called Seiko. Whether if you're new to the hobby or a seasoned collector, I'm quite sure that you know what Seiko is. From the quartz technology, attainable price, and even the designs, and let's not go to the versatility that they possess, because all of those characteristics can be found in Seiko. Here in Japan, it's quite normal to see a Seiko store inside this outlet park, and most of the time they have the best base price. In short, we're going to put the Seiko shop under the microscope to see the available items inside. And luckily for us, they granted us permission to take videos. But before that, I created the Facebook group where you can join freely. You can ask your questions regardless if it's about Japan trip, shoes, watches, or anything that is related in our channel. You can also share your latest purchase in the group. I'll put the link on the description box down below so you can join us. And if you have any travel needs such as pocket Wi-Fi, eSIM, even hotel bookings, or your tickets for amusement parks, please consider using Klook.com and take advantage of our promo code MADCORNERKLOOK to enjoy that 3 to 5% discount. Again, that is MADCORNERKLOOK, and don't forget to use it. Just a quick date stamp. Today is August 24th, 2025. So technically, it's summer here in Tokyo, Japan. And the weather, definitely not friendly, but quite tolerable for me. However, if you're traveling with an elder, it will be challenging for them. So just, make sure to check your options. Here we go. Seiko store. It's time. Right in front of us would be the Seiko Astron's GPS Solar for 237,000 yen, and then remove 10% if you're a tourist like me. By presenting your passport, it goes down 216,000. On your left is the black one, and on your right has a navy blue dial. By the way, how come we are always highlighting the Seiko Astrons? Simply because it is Seiko's first ever quartz watch back in 1969. So in terms of history, Astron made a huge impact. Right in front of us would be the SBXD line, and my personal favorite, as I always say, would be this nebula looking watch with a gradient purple to black, SBXD029, that is the reference number. You can get it for 216,000. Just in case you're curious, they have other variations of the Astron. Very fitting for Shohei Ohtani to represent King Seiko. These are automatic watches. On your lower left has a blue dial or navy blue dial at 207,000 yen. That is the discounted price already. But if you want to have more of a timeless color or approach, then go for the black one, which is right next to it. This at 207,000 yen as well. One tiny detail that is really capturing my attention on this King Seiko would be the dolphin hand design that it has. This one is a limited edition Seiko 5 Sports Auto Moai. Correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm butchering the word, but you can get it for 38,000 yen. And then moving on to its left side, 36,000 yen with the pure black GMT Seiko 5 and the SBSC011 for 39,000 yen. Here where it gets interesting. Most probably you guys know who Teddy Baldissar is, right? He uploaded a content saying what is his most worn watch, and apparently this Seiko 5 automatic GMT is the one that he's always wearing, and you can actually get it very attainable for 42,000 yen only. He mentioned that it is the SSK003, but in Japan it's considered as SBSC003. Again, it has the GMT complication and the Cyclops for the date. Crazy to say that you can actually track 3 time zones at once. Checking the SBSA series for 30,000 yen, but these things on your left would be more complicated in terms of design, and they're letting them go for 34,000 yen. If you are that type of person who wants to grab attention just because of sheer pure color, then look at this Seiko 5 automatic orange dial with black bezel for 42,000 yen. That's the one on your right with the GMT complication, while the simple one, or without the GMT complication, it goes down to 27,000. More of the automatic watches for 29,000 yen. That is the silver, while the one on your left with the black dial and multicolor of RGB or red, green, blue for 29,000 too. However, if you want to maximize the versatility of this kind of design, then go for the black color. They have the automatic one here for 27,000, black dial and black bezel of course. Moving to your right, this is the SRPJ47KC where you can actually see what's inside of the dial. You can see the day and dates. And to the right side, this is the SRPK89KC for 34,000 yen. More of the colorways here, same price, 34,000. And the cream Seiko 5 automatic watch for 27,000, while the Tiffany or teal color for 27,000. This is quite striking. And they have a field watch for 22,000 yen. That's the SBSA 055. Remember when I said that Seiko is very attainable? Then we are on that section now. As you can see, the Seiko automatic watch on your left, this is the SARV001, where you can get it for 18,000 yen only. And then the black one, still I have this SARV003, and the brand new, you can get it for 18,000 yen. I got mine. It is my first ever automatic watch from Seiko. I bought it at Book of Super Bazaar, and yes, it is a used watch and it's quite emblematic to me. I have my emotional attachment to it because again, it's my first ever automatic watch, and it kind of opened the door for me to reach out to you guys. If you want to have a glimpse of what is inside or the soul of this watch, then they have some open hearts here for 17,000 up to 19,000. Again, more of the affordable Seiko watches. These are chronograph watch for 12,000 yen only. They have silver, black, red, blue. You name the color, most likely they have it. But these one that you guys are seeing are the SBTR series. They're quite pricier compared to the ones that you saw on your left. However, they're currently on sale. You can get one for as low as 18,000 yen only. We are now seeing the Legion of the SBDL line, and right in front, commanding the line, would be the SBDL 085 or the popular Seiko Panda. You can actually buy this one for as low as 68,000 yen. And the one on its left, this is a Japan exclusive SBDL 101, same price. And you can take this one home for 64,000 yen. The magic behind this watch is that aside from being a Japan exclusive, this is a discontinued watch already as per the staff of Seiko. More of the familiar multicolor ways here for 66,000 yen, but the one on your far right that has the black dial and black bezel is at 67,000. But this is where the magic happens in this outlet store. You can see the SBDL line. These are currently on 40% off. Look at that. The Prospex SBDL 089 that I really wanted to have at 54,000 yen. That is actually crazy steal deal. A Pepsi looking Seiko Prospex GMT Diverse watch at 77,000, while the one on its left, a green looking one at 77, same price. And in terms of versatility, again, pure black on its dial and bezel at 77,000 yen. Seiko turtles are showing up for 67,000 yen. That is the sexy black watch. It's an automatic Prospex. I'm really into this one. Moving on to its left side, it has a black dial with a green and blue bezel at 43,000 yen. Few months ago, we received a comment in regards to the Seiko Alpinist, and we have here the SBDC091, but it does not have the GMT complication. I love the versatility that it has from dressy to casual. It has a green dial with contrast markers that conveys sporty elegance. Many owners of this watch are convinced that it owns the beauty and classic level of a watch. And as we look at it in person, definitely they are correct. The cathedral hand that it has complements the entire setup of this wrist piece. And the best thing, it's listed for 71,000 yen only. Moving to the big toys for the big boys, we have the Grand Seiko, and on your lower left, with the white dial with touches of red and black around it, is called the SBGX341 for 369,000. That is the discounted price already. The GMT complication with the black dial, GMT hand on red. Very striking and still beautiful for 315,000 yen. Highlighting the three up here would be the SBGN line, all at the same price of 459,000 yen. And to make your lives easier, that's around 3,100 US dollars, and in Philippine peso, around 177,000. Moving to the technology that swept our hearts out would be the spring drives. These are the GMT Grand Seiko SBGE 253, and the one on your right with the blue dial is the SBGE 255. Both of them, you can take them home for 729,000 yen. Again, if you convert it to US dollars, around $5,000. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. And in Philippine peso, around 280,000. Then right below, SBGA 467 and SBGA 439 on your right. Black on your left, blue on your right. I cannot blame you if you have your heart associated with the Presage line, because they are always beautiful and clean looking. We have here the SARY161. Even though without its GMT complication, it is still definitely a must-have if you are on a budget while searching for a dress watch. You can get it for 36,000 yen only, and we are talking about this light blue. There you go. Every time we encounter this Presage line, we can help ourselves but to be evoked by its looks. And you can actually take one for 125,000 yen. That's the SARJ001 and the SARJ003 on your left, both having a glimpse of what's the soul of this watch. However, if you are more of a conservative one, then the SARX007 is a good option for you. You will have this classy looking dial with some intricacies into it for 93,000 yen only. And if you want some texture into the dial instead, you can have the SARX121, SARX125 on your right, which is the salmon color, and the black one on your far left. All of them at 96,000 yen only. Just to add, boys and girls, if you want to have a real-time update with the watches that we are seeing, please follow me on Instagram. You can find the link in our About page in this channel. The highlight of this Seiko store inside the Mitsui Outlet Park, Yokohama Bayside, is this corner. They have a limited edition wall and all of them are for sale. This is my first time seeing this kind of setup. The SLA 055JC is up for grabs at 322,000 yen, and you can grab the SLA 065JC at 245,000. Moving up, a Prospex. Yeah, this is a Seiko Prospex for 280,000. Alright, boys and girls, that was a good experience so far because me, personally, if I'm going to compare our encounter with Mitsui Outlet Park back in Makuhari versus this one in Yokohama Bayside, wins by a mile for me. Number one, they have better quality in terms of watches, and don't mention the volume because this one is the best so far. If we are just talking about the two, alright? Hopefully you enjoyed watching this episode, and if you're not yet subscribed in our channel, please do hit the subscribe button down below. That will really mean a lot to me and you're going to help me moving forward in creating more content like this. However, if you're not yet ready to do that, it's totally fine. Being here and watching our content is more than enough already. I just want to know, what are your thoughts? Are there any watches that you want to see in our future uploads? Or did you see anything that you wanted back in that store? Again, don't shy away, and hopefully I'll see you again next week for another one. Mad Corner, I'm out!